far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dare to, oh why can't I? Well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hello, everybody. Let me set the scene here for our today's Q&A session. Here we go. All right. It's good to be live again after a long time, and it is a pleasure to introduce the new Team Zoot 2024. It has been an exciting past year, and I think we will be joined by many people tonight, as it is about answering all questions you have around the Team Store, Team Zoot in general, and many more things around Team Zoot. This is not the first Team Zoot conference, which we usually do for every new edition of Team Zoot. This is just about the Team Store and everything around it, how to access the products, what about discounts, what is important to keep in mind until when I can order, etc., etc., etc. The real introduction and inaugural Team Zoot conference will take place in most likely late October, early November. And this is where we will introduce the captains, we'll introduce our partners in detail, we'll speak about events that are coming up, etc. And yep, this is, as I said, just about questions around the Team Store. This is why I want to really emphasize that you can use the chat, as people are already using it here. So if you have any questions, hi Paul, it's good to see you. Hope you are on the road to Norseman and doing well for the preparations. And others are saying hi, it's good to see you here. And our team captain is also tuning in from Italy, ciao Marco. And more people are joining us. But before I dive into the questions session, I'd like to answer just general stuff around the Team Zoot store on our page. First of all, thank you for applying. It is great to have you. We are looking forward to extend our team to around 1,000 members, and this is an insane journey we've been on the past years. We totally believe the more people and the more members we have, the more chances we create for meeting and interacting, whether it's online or offline, it doesn't matter, but just increasing the chances of bringing the triathlon sports to a team sports. And this is why we are not focusing on members who are just focusing on getting a podium or just racing for their own sake. It is about having fun while being out for racing or training. And this is why we are having planned so many perks around the next year, whether it is team benefits through team partners, events, races, or just online events and conferences. So thank you for applying for Team Zoot and or being back for another year with Team Zoot. We really appreciate your application, dedication, and the activities you bring to the team. So having this said, I'd like to dive into the Team Zoot store and want to bring up our Team store page here. So first of all, let me say, how can I, yeah, this is better. First of all, you need to know that we have two pages running. It is teamzoot.eu and zootsports.eu. These two pages are completely independent, and passwords and other stuff aren't connected among these two pages. If you set a password on Team Zoot, it is not the same password as it is on zootsports.eu. You can always reset a password by just using the reset function, which is quite straightforward and works as on any other page. This would have been done under this section. You forgot your password. And if you want to access the team store on teamzoot.eu, so where you want to order, where you can order your current team gear for 2024, you do not need a password. This is not password protected. You can place your order and we check it later on with the application email you've used. This brings me to the point that it is imperative and super important to use the same email address here on the Team Zoot store as you have used for the application, because this is the only way that we can match these things and can also make sure that you are getting the information around the team store. The email address you've used when applying is our main address we hold, and this is the address which we use for sending our information. So if you are in doubt about having used two different email addresses, reach out, send us an email to teamzoot@zootsports.eu, and we will just figure out if you have used two or we'll just align the email addresses. Just send us the one you'd like to use and mention the one which should be your primary email address. So please always keep in mind the email address is the most important thing for us to have on record, and we can only reach out to you through this email address. And yep, make sure not to unsubscribe from any newsletters we have, because this is the way how we connect to you. But on top of this newsletter communication, we have also established our WhatsApp group, our news channel, which is only open for admins to post stuff. We want to keep it really efficient in what we want to communicate. We don't want to have other members posting stuff in this. We just want to have information coming from the headquarters to you, which is necessary for you to have. So please keep in mind, also access our WhatsApp group if you haven't. We have almost now 700 members in our store, in our WhatsApp group, but we'd also like to reach out through newsletters, and this is why we need to make sure that we have your email address, which is in line with everything you have been setting up on our pages. Let me check if there are some questions so far. Oh, this is Brian Murphy just saying that he's glad to hear that people who just do a lot of training. It's not all about racing, and it is about enjoying the triathlon sport we always have been pursuing with Zoot Sports. But getting back to the page. So as we were talking about the team store, this is the team store which you can find on the upper hand corner. You can place multiple orders, but you would have always to pay shipping costs. So if you want to amend an existing order, just reach out to us and we would cancel your first one and you could then place a second one. We also cannot amend shipping costs for second orders or for orders which have the same shipping address. So for example, if a couple lives in the same household, we cannot just refund shipping costs for one partner, even though we could send one package. As we're approaching now 1,000 members, it is difficult for us to keep track of each order while shipping. Our main emphasis lies on getting out your orders as soon as possible, and any like extra step would just delay the order process. So I know it is even a bit more challenging for people who are like facing higher shipping costs, leaving more abroad from our headquarter warehouse, but it is for the sake of getting out orders quickly. And we have done our very best to give you the highest discount as possible on the actual team gear. Previous members will know that we had been sitting at 25% the previous years, but we've now gone back to 40% discount. During the pandemic, we had to focus on being healthy and having a solid business. And we've done this and consolidated and are now able to offer 40% again. But in turn, we are just reducing the shipping cost, but have been reducing the product cost as much as possible. So every member needs to pay shipping costs. It's unfortunate, but it is the best way for us to proceed and to get the team gear to you as soon as possible, which is at our core desire. And speaking of shipping dates, the team store will close on Sunday midnight so that we could process the orders on Monday and send it off to the factory and having it produce all the team gear as soon as possible with an expected delivery of around March. The further we progress in the season, the more we can say about the exact delivery date. But this is something for the future. We will talk about it later on. If you want to change sizes of your order, you can also reach out to us and we could amend it. Let me think what else I wanted to say about the team store. Obviously, it's easy to navigate through the different categories. You can go from men's to women's, kids, and accessories. Everything will be ordered in one order. And let me get back to the team design, because we produced a sample of the team gear. And as you can see, this is let me increase the picture. Maybe I can remove yeah, right. So long-standing Zooters will know what it is. It's the limited full zip aero race suit, and I'm not telling you any news about this model because this is the one which is our bread and butter race suit, which is the best performer and gives you the best value for money. Let me talk you through the benefits real quick. So we have two versions of race suits with sleeves. It's the one which has the full opening front. It's called full zip race suit. And you have like the opening front, which you can see here. You have pockets for sponges, ice, or nutrition here, whatever you want to carry. You could also store some ice here. You have our famous chamois with carbon fibers integrated, with the aim of reducing friction. Carbon fibers transfer moisture better than just the foam. So by having these like lines inside here, I think it's not focusing properly, but you can get the gist of it. By having carbon fiber in it, we transport moisture outside with the goal of reducing friction. Let's talk pockets. We have one big kangaroo pocket here, which can store loads of stuff. And then we have like pockets here for gels. We put in silicone grippers to keep the grippers in place and have produced a specific new version of this arm fabric, which aims at reducing wrinkles around your arm pit here, or your arm shoulder section, because this is the section which is exposed to the wind most when cycling on the road. And if you were to order the P1 race suit, which is our best version, our pinnacle product, the fabrics will be different. It will be lighter. It will be not as thick as here. The fit will be a bit more tight. So be careful about choosing your size. And the fabrics are also different here on the shorts. And on top of everything, the pocket here, the kangaroo pocket, is on the P1 also bigger than it is here. Talking about sizes, let me just put it away. So first of all, I mean, if you have ordered previous limited LTD products, it is easy to identify your size for the Team Gear 2024 because it's just the same size. It is based on the LTD collections, and you can just use your reference you have one-to-one from your previous LTD race suits. But you you can also consider our size guide, which I can show you here. It is down here. If you go to the footer, you will find men's, women's, kids apparel sizing. And you can navigate through this grid based on your metrics. And if you don't find a clear-cut answer based on your weight and height, you can also proceed and take your measurements around your chest, waist, and hip and factor these in. Ideally, you reach out to your members through Facebook or through your regional WhatsApp group, because on top of our general news WhatsApp group, we have interactive regional WhatsApp groups which you can use to organize everything around Team Zoot with your local Team Zoot members. Let me remove this from the screen. This is sizing, this is products. Let me see if there are any questions coming up. As we don't have a sample for the P1 yet, this is a bit more difficult to produce and wasn't ready in time. So the P1 is not here physically, but the limited version. As I'm looking at the design, I want to mention team partners. You can see lots of different partners here. This is the US kit of team sponsors. We have a list of our sponsors on our page as well, which you can see here. This is still password protected, which we will disable, or we will send you the password for the team partner benefits next Monday, so after the team store closed, because this is when we know who made it to the team and not. And then you will find all the different benefits of our partners here, and we will also distribute them on top via email. So you can find them here, and we will share them on our newsletter channel as well as WhatsApp. So 3 ways where we distribute our informations. We have a few more partners in the making. Omius we have just finalized the details with Omius today. So the headband cooling company, which you might have seen already on race course or have bought it yourself. So I think this is an exciting news. And we will also bring 1 or 2 more partners on board, which I don't want to give away right now because it will just curse the negotiations with these potential new partners. But we're looking forward to bring new partners on the team. Look out for emails throughout the next week for the partner benefits. We will also, next Monday is a big day for us where we'll share loads of information about the team partners and our benefits, because we then know who made it into the team, and we will also share the new discount code for zootsports.eu. So if you want to make use of the 40% discount, which you will get with your Team Zoot membership, you will have to wait until next Monday and can use it right after. It is important for me to emphasize that these discount codes are only meant for you. Don't share them with anybody. Don't share them with your friends. Don't share them with your family. They're just meant for you. If you feel the desire of sharing them with family and friends, we will have a dedicated code for our page, but not for our team partners. If you want to give the same benefit to your friends and family, make them a Team Zoot member next year. We had this referral program in place for this year's edition for existing members. They received a €30 discount code, and you can just refer your friends and family for next year's edition, so 2025, which is a bit long ahead of the road, but I think you get the sense of not sharing the discount codes with any other people. We are really happy to have our partners on board, and we are always putting our best foot forward and say that we aren't sharing the discount codes with anybody else or anywhere else on the internet. So please keep them private and don't share them with anybody else once we've shared them next week. Speaking of referral codes, as I'm pretty optimistic that loads of members from the past years have joined us. If you have referred someone, you should have received a discount code, a discount €30 voucher via email this afternoon. If not, reach out to Team Zoot at zootsports.eu and we'll sort you out. But as of today, we have shared all the vouchers for people who have signed up. So for example, if you have referred someone. This someone needs to place an order to activate your voucher. We cannot hand out vouchers for referrals which have not become a team member. I hope this makes sense, and then you should have received it already by now. And if not, you should reach out to us. Interesting question from Vanessa. The race suits don't contain a triathlon bra. So if you want to get a bra for the women's version, it does not come with a triathlon bra. You need to order a second one. Thomas, yes, it's in the making. It's one of the partners we're talking to. There will be a nutrition partner, hopefully also coming soon. So what other perks do we get from being in this team, and what do you expect from us in exchange? So what we expect in exchange is being active, showing yourself in discussions, in like especially meetings when they come around. Go to meetings. Each region will host at least one meeting, one event per season. Show yourself, go out there and race in the team gear. This is what we love to see. If you are an existing member and don't want to race next year or cannot race for whatever reason, maybe you decided to have a baby, or you are focusing just on running, cycling, or swimming, or you have an injury, we still want to keep you as a member of our HANA, because it does not make sense to just let you go for these reasons I've just mentioned. Because a family is like not a situation where you just like force someone out if he or she is not able to compete. So we have been changing this rule, and we'll be happy if you were just to secure your spot with purchasing a tee or a cycling kit or running kit or whatever it is up to your needs. But new members, I've just been talking about existing members, new members need to purchase a race kit, as we want to be identified as one team on race course. And this is only possible if you wear the triathlon race kit from this year, if you're a new member. Nicola, thanks for the question. Yes, this brings me to the section of events and regions. No, it's just events. Sorry, I mixed it up. But we will announce more events soon here. We had more menus under this drop-down menu, and we will usually have a Team Days event. Last year it took place in Ross. The year before it was in North Italy. We've been to Arras. We have been to North Rhine-Westphalia, to Cayman in Germany. But right now we are thinking about doing it in St. Pölten in Austria. We have been talking also about like another type of event, a training camp, and more greet and meets around events like the major races around Europe: Ironman Italy, Ironman Barcelona, Ironman Frankfurt, Challenge Roth, you name it, like the key races in Europe. But if you want to connect to your fellow Zooters, you could use two ways. Go through your local WhatsApp group. If you're not in it, find your captain under the region section here. Send them an email or reach out to them if they haven't, and ask them for your regional WhatsApp group. I think for Scandinavia it's different. They choose not to go for a WhatsApp group. I think they do it on WhatsApp. This is completely fine. The captains are in charge of the regions and can just set up any method of communication which is best for the region. And if it's not WhatsApp, we're completely fine with it. It can be anything. And it happens to be Facebook groups for the Scandinavian team. So reach out to them, get access to the WhatsApp group. And this is the first way how to connect to your team members. And if you want to see your Zooters around you, we have a map for it, which you can see here. So you go to events, how to find the Zooters around you. It is still password protected, and we're going to share this password as well next week. But it brings you to this handy map. You can zoom in, and this is the distribution of members from last year, from 2023. And for example, if you were to live in Paris, you can see roughly where your members are living. For GDPR reasons, we have not put in the full name. You can just see the first name and the rough location of where they are. But with this information, you can go back to your WhatsApp group and say, hey, Valerie, I've seen you are also in Paris. Please reach out, or please let me know. I would like to go for a training ride. I'm new to the region. I want to get some advice on where to ride, what is safe to do here, or any other tips around triathlon. So I think this is a useful feature which you should have in mind, which you can find under the events and how to find Zooters around you section. What are the fees for a size exchange in the exchange period? So we allow for size exchanges. I mean, ideally you get it right, but we know how it is with ordering apparel online. We are selling, I mean, this is our main purpose, our main business, selling apparel online. You can't always get it right. And this is why we put a safety stock on all combined orders, which usually allows for all size exchanges. And if not, we would have to refund you. So either we can offer you a refund size on our page and you just order it from there. And if we can't, and it would come to reproduction, we will refund you and you would have to place a new order for your size in the second team store. So the timing is we will deliver the team gear most likely around March, as I said earlier. And like depending on how long it takes, we will allow everybody to test and try the team gear for roughly, I don't know, 2 weeks or so. Depends a bit on the timing and on what races take place around this time. But I mean, it's March, there won't be any races. But afterwards, we will reopen the team store and will allow for new orders so that people who just missed out on ordering something this time can place a second order with new items, and other people could then just place an exchange order in case they did not get their exchange size. And this will then take, again, roughly 8 to 10 weeks to be delivered. So this will be expected delivery of around May, June. So it's a bit late in the season, but this is why we're encouraging you to try to get your size right. And you can always ask your Zoot members about their size and height and weight and their suggestion about what to pick. But crucial for everybody is their taste for compression. So if you're a person who likes to have the team gear really snug or triathlon gear really snug on your skin and your body, you might go for a size smaller than it is for someone who just likes a bit looser fit. So we were talking about this briefly. We will have around 1,000 members. This is what we are aiming for. And only after next Monday we can say it with certainty, as we then can judge who has ordered and not. I think I mentioned now most of this page here. Partners, regions, we have the team store, events. FAQ is always a helpful section. If you have any questions which you can't answer, like from looking at information online, this is a great spot to answer the questions. Afterwards, you could just ask your captains or us. It's also just a great source to get an idea about what we think about what Team Zoot should be and is. But let me now just focus to questions there because there are so many coming in. Yes, you are able to just customize the suit with your local name, with your name, with a local printing company. So when we do custom jobs, we usually print the name on the lower back, around beneath the pocket. So there's a space, and if you find a printing company which is close to you, you could just like bring it over and have them print your name on it here. And this could be something that you could pursue on your own. With the codes for Team Zoot 20. Yes, Dimitri, that's a good question because we have a Team Zoot section on not on zootsports.eu. Sorry, let me just make it clear what I mean here. So this is teamzoot.eu, but if you go to zootsports.eu, and this is, I think, where it gets a bit confusing now, which is why I think it's crucial to pay attention right now. We also have a Team Zoot section here. If you were to click here on Team Zoot and then on Team Zoot gear, you could access the previous season's triathlon gear. We have not yet shared this password, but we will share it later on. And you can then access the last year's team kit with a great discount. But new members always should purchase the current team gear. And our main desire is to have everyone racing in the same team outfit on the 2024 design and not the old stuff. This is more just like a backup or like for training purpose team store. And this is also why we are not sharing the password for this section as well. I think our captain, Marco Marini and Alberto Scivadi, will be thinking of a dedicated event in Italy again. If we are not hosting it's not likely that we will host the Team Camp Europe again this season, the 2024 season in Italy, as we just did it 2 years ago. But I'm optimistic that they will host a regional team camp. So look out for information on the Team Zoot Italy regional group. And I think it will be easy for them to organize something again. This is a message I received from our team captain, North Germany, East Germany, Timo Zingbein. He asked me to mention that all members from the East region and North region in Germany will receive the welcome email from the captain early in November, since he is on a business trip till the end of this month. Let me see, what else have you been asking? What if we have races prior to the new kit being sent out? It would be interesting to know which race you have prior March. I think this must be running events. Just have a look at the Team Zoot store on zootsports.eu to fill up this gap. Bernadette, thanks for asking this question. No, you don't have to buy a full kit. You can just choose any triathlon race gear that you want. So you could just choose a jersey and a tri-short, or a race suit without sleeves, or a race suit with sleeves. It's up to you. We don't want to impose any restrictions on this, just that we want to have you racing in the 2024 team gear. Ricardo, thanks for this question. Yes, we would like to see you racing in Just Zoot for sure. So this also holds true for wetsuits, but we also acknowledge that purchasing a wetsuit is not something you do every year. And if you still have a wetsuit sitting in your in your wardrobe, it is fine. But over the long run, we would like to see you just racing in Zoot from head to toe, and also ideally with our team partner products like sunglasses or helmets. But the same holds true here as it does for the wetsuits. I already received an answer from Marco Marini. Yep, Nicola, you should reach out to your regional group. There will be team camp in Italy. Yeah, examples, they vary very much of the team and depend on the team partner. In most of the cases, you get a discount code, which you can use to order from our team partner. And the discounts vary from 15 to 35, 40-ish %. And we will not ship any products. They will all come from the team partners direct. The Athena line, yes, a good point. The Athena line is a line which is for the happy people around us and still would like to pursue triathlon, it is new for this season. Let me just open the team store. And where do we have it? Athena. Let me just search for it here. Where is the Athena race suit? Okay, this is a good example of being live. I cannot amend this right now. I will share this information later on through WhatsApp. So we came up with a dedicated collection for heavy people, and you have basically 3 sizes you can choose from. The size guide will also be on the product. Oh, here it is. So this is the race suit, and this is the sizing grid. Let me just double check if you can see what I'm trying to show here. Oh, no, you can't. Good. Okay. This is the Athena line. It's, as I said, for heavier people, and you can choose between small, medium, and large. And it is, if you have been using Zoot products, you should not consider this size, the Athena collection, but just stick to the sizes you know. But if you always felt the race suits aren't fitting you well enough, check out the Athena collection. Is there a captain for Spain? Yes, you can always change the region if you want. We have people living near the Austrian border and have more Zooters next to them on the Austrian border. So just reach out to us on Team Zoot at zootsports.eu, and we can just assign you to any team you can justify, basically. We have some regions without a captain. Spain is one of it, and we want to change it. We are really looking for someone who could be the captain for Spain, as this is a huge triathlon community there, as there is a huge triathlon community. So we might be announcing a team captain for Spain later on, but right now we don't have one. But we have a team captain taking care of all the regions which are served by a dedicated team captain, and it's called the Team Zoot Europe region, which you then can find on teamzoot.eu. Not for women, no, and not for men. We have specific swimsuits. Let me just check this. Let me go back to the page. Where's the open back? Open back. We have an open back swimsuit without legs, I think. Okay, where is it? It's still loading. Okay, here we go. Where is the race suit section? One. Okay, let me just make it short. We don't have a specific swim race suit which has this water repellent fabric, but we have a swim open back race suit which is among the products under the Team Zoot section. Yes, March is right. You will receive the team kit in March. We will do the 5K challenge again. 5K challenge is an event that takes place in the winter month. It was originally organized by our great team captain Mark Vaughan from the UK, and we will put it up again, and we will inform you about this virtual 5K run series soon. Basically, we'll be running on consecutive weekends, each time 5K, and then you can compete, and then you can send in your results to your captain, and we will put everything in one spreadsheet, and then have a little virtual league going on for a 5K run challenge. And you do one run each month. Run shirts in XS. I will write this down. I'm not sure about it. I think we should have it, but I need to check this twice. And if it is there, we will have it up by Wednesday evening, so tomorrow evening. If not, we can't offer it. Am I missing anything? Did I not see a question here in the chat? I'm just now going through all the comments, which are loads. I think these are the most questions. I've answered the most questions. Maybe one word from my side. I've been with Zoot since more than 6 years, and I decided to end this journey as working for the Zoot headquarters. I've decided to move to the United Kingdom. I'm from Germany. I've been working for the headquarters in Germany, and moved in with my partner, who's also a member of Team Zoot. We met in Italy 2 years ago. Some of you might remember. But long story short, I will be leaving Zoot as the responsible person from the Zoot headquarters, and will be joining Team Zoot as a member. I will be part of Team Zoot UK and will just step into the other side. And I think this is a great occasion to emphasize the benefits of Team Zoot. I mean, not only I met my partner through Team Zoot, but I also have I have a good base here in the United Kingdom. I've been connected to Zooters around me, which I will continue to meet and go out for racing and meet them for socials, and just stay in touch with everybody. So I might be back for the first virtual conference for Team Zoot 2024. But up to this point, I want to say it was an amazing journey. I'm glad to have been part of it. It opened me so many opportunities and possibilities. And without Team Zoot, my life would have been different. So I'm looking forward to now switch sides and be a Team Zoot member, and just live all the benefits which come from being a Team Zoot member. So I will be happily connecting to everybody around Team Zoot UK, but also be present on races if possible. I haven't been doing triathlon for some time now. I have been focusing on running the past years, but we'll be back doing triathlon next year. And there will be someone else replacing me. For now, it will be you will be notified about it at latest on the virtual conference. I try to answer questions whenever possible, even after I've left Zoot, but I will be in charge until next week, and we'll be setting up Team Zoot 2024, and really want to do my very best to secure these additional partnerships which are in the making. And just want to finish off well. And thanks for every person, every member, every Zooter who has been in touch with me over the time and has shared so many great experiences, comments, feedback. I really liked being in charge of Team Zoot with my colleagues, and we'll be looking forward to be on the other side of the spectrum soon. So I think this should be it for now, and looking forward to see you again in the real world, or maybe for the Team Zoot conference. Bye for now.